Hi, I'm Nina, and I'm going to be talking about how to do 90s minimalism and 90s minimalism inspired outfits, all of that good stuff, without just feeling boring. So finding ways to make your outfits still feel kind of unique or interesting while tapping into the whole 90s minimalism trend. And I have my computer right here, so if you see me looking down, that's why. I have some little notes to go through. But let's just get into it. So the first thing that I feel like is a go-to and something that a lot of people always talk about is layering. But I feel like a lot of times the way that I see layering, it's people wearing like patterns on pattern. They're super bright, kind of crazy colors. But I think there are so many really like simple and easy ways to layer in outfits that can be inspired by like 90s minimalism or just more minimal outfits in general. One of the like most common ways that I think of when I think about like a 90s outfit is just like a tank dress or a slip dress over like a t-shirt. Such an easy thing to do with layering, or putting like a tank top over a t-shirt. I feel like we were all really into sweater vests a few years back, but I think doing it in a more kind of 90s way, maybe doing more of like a fitted knit tank top or something over a t-shirt. And also I feel like is something that a lot more people have than a full-on like sweater vest, but even just like a normal tank top on top of a t-shirt, you get that little layering element, and it just adds another layer of interest. And especially right now, where at least where I am, it hasn't gotten super cold yet. Like today it felt chilly because the high was only like 72, and today's the kind of day where I'm like, oh, I could wear like a sweater over a t-shirt. But on a day where the high is like 77, you don't want to wear a sweater over a t-shirt. So doing a little tank top over a tee, or again, a little like slip dress, sleeveless dress over a t-shirt is such an easy way to do it. Also, one of my kind of go-to combinations for just like simple layering in an outfit is doing a V-neck sweater over like a high neck t-shirt or tank top or whatever, like boat neck, or even just like a crew neck with a wide or kind of deeper V, but even just like a normal little V-neck sweater, so that you have that little triangle of fabric. And it can also be really fun to then play in that area with like some necklaces or other jewelry to bring in another little level of interest into the outfit. And again, it's like these things aren't that crazy, but it's just kind of thinking about playing with different necklines and that kind of thing. So then, in thinking about layering and playing with these different pieces, a subtle way to add contrast to a layering outfit or a more simple outfit in general is playing with textures. And I feel like I have seen the prime example of this season has been suede, and it's just been everywhere. So suede bags, suede shoes, suede skirts, suede jackets, and suede blazers. I feel like they have been everywhere. It makes sense as we're kind of tapping into like 70s vibes, but also as we're all collectively more into simpler outfits right now, it makes total sense that we would start to play with different textures of leather. Or like last year, how people were so into the really distressed oversized like leather bomber jacket. So it's just thinking about these different ways to bring texture in. Another kind of leather texture that I think we're going to be seeing more of that I haven't heard anyone else talk about yet is patent leather. I think we're going to start to see a lot more of it sneaking in, like patent leather boots, especially contrasted with suede pieces. So there's this one outfit with like patent leather boots, suede skirt, and a sweater or something, and that combination of just the juxtaposition between the patent leather and the suede is so good, even though the outfit itself isn't that complicated. But it's just the contrast of those two textures that really makes it interesting. The next thing to think about with creating simple outfits that still feel interesting and unique is weird accessories. And in that vein, using accessories to create contrast in your outfit. A lot of people talked about the wrong shoe theory. I think Alison Bornstein is the one who came up with that. But thinking about how shoes and accessories can contrast to the rest of your outfit. Whether you're wearing flip-flops and jeans and a sweater and a blazer, and it's just kind of that seasonal juxtaposition. So the flip-flops are a very summery piece, but the rest of the outfit feels very fall or even going into winter. And that just like slight tension I think is so good, and I've been seeing so many great flip-flop outfits kind of going into this fall, and I really love it. Thinking about kind of different ways to contrast these pieces, whether it's like a seasonal juxtaposition or like contrasting colors or just like contrasting textures like we talked about with the suede and the patent leather, but also thinking about a super fuzzy mohair sweater with like denim, or a super fuzzy mohair sweater with like a nylon trouser. It's just playing with, again, just how these different textures kind of interact. Like you could have a fully monochrome outfit, but if the sweater and the pants and the shoes are all different textures, it feels way more dynamic than just wearing the same like wool sweater, wool pants, black leather shoes. You know, you have a little bit because of the leather shoes and the wool pants, but otherwise it can feel a little bit more flat. And so to add a little bit more dimension, just thinking about bringing in other textures into the outfit. And one outfit specifically from the 90s that really, I think, like kind of is the epitome of this is Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't know where she is, but she's wearing leather pants, neoprene or some kind of fabric boot, and a black top, and it's all black, completely black monochrome outfit, but every piece of the outfit is a different texture, and it just looks so cool. And like, I don't think that outfit would have been as remarkable if she had just had on like a fabric trouser and had just had on like fabric, like knit top or whatever, fabric top, fabric trouser, fabric boots, because there's no tension there. But the leather pants with the matte like woven fabric boots make the outfit much more dynamic. I think being able to kind of tap into contrasting different textures is such a good way to have an outfit like seem kind of like effortless, cool, and chic, but not be boring. And that's just what we're really going for. So in that same vein of thinking about accessories, creating contrast or juxtaposition within the outfit, also using accessories as a little pop of color. Like last fall, we saw so many pops of red. I still personally love a pop of red. Red is my favorite color, so I can't stop wearing it. But I think especially this year, we're gonna see way more pops of green and pops of blue. And I think just like a blue bag or a blue shoe, like anything blue suede right now, I am so into. Or like a pink shoe. There's this one outfit, all neutrals, with this pink suede little flat, and now I really want pink suede flats because that outfit just looked so cool. But it's, again, the detail of that little pink flat, and in that outfit, the girl's also playing with all these different textures that make that outfit like worth saving and kind of notable rather than like just something else that I'm gonna scroll past. So another example of ways to kind of bring in a little more interest to an otherwise simple outfit is thinking about silhouette. So example, we've seen so much asymmetric tops, asymmetric dresses, asymmetric hemlines on skirts, and I personally really love it. I think asymmetry done in like a really kind of sculptural, simple way can be so chic. I have one asymmetric top from Paloma wool that I am like completely obsessed with. And that top is a perfect example of, you have this piece that I could just wear a plain black tank top and a straight leg pant, whatever. But wearing this asymmetric top has so much interest. The idea of the piece is so simple, it's just a black tank top. But because it has these like ruching and like asymmetry in the sleeves, it's so much more dynamic than just a plain black tank top. And so also thinking about when picking pieces to bring into your wardrobe, do they have unique details that in an otherwise pretty straightforward outfit will make it stand out? Also thinking about playing with like interesting silhouette sweaters. Like there's this one from Baba that I am just like obsessed with. It has a really wide neckline and kind of like rounded sleeves and an overall kind of like barrel shape in the sweater, but the sleeves are slightly cropped and it's just so beautiful. But the silhouette of that sweater is so interesting because it's just like slightly unexpected. But overall, again, the actual design of the sweater is very simple. It's like a very simple stitch. I think it has ribbing along the hemlines, necklines, and that's it. But it's just these little details in the silhouette that make it special. But that's not to say also that like you can't make dynamic, interesting, 90s minimal inspired, whatever outfits with pieces that are really classic silhouettes. And that's where like layering, contrasting textures, thinking about pops of color, and those kinds of strategies can kind of come in to making more like traditional outfits come together and feel, again, just a little more interesting, a little more special. And then the last thing that I like to think about with making 90s minimal inspired outfits is bringing in little unexpected details. And this is kind of related to the wrong shoe theory, adding contrast with accessories, but also just having pieces in your closet that might have a little unexpected detail, something that makes it a little bit different, a little more unique. Like if you have a classic trouser skirt, but it has a buckle built in, that little buckle can be the thing that makes that skirt unique. Or wearing like a sock that is the same color as your ballet flat to almost turn the ballet flat into a boot. That little detail is kind of weird, but I think it looks so, so cool. Or having like a little charm or a brooch. I love the idea of like a brooch added onto like a wool coat, or even added onto like a bag to hold it together, or like to hold a scarf in place, which is a very classic thing. I feel like using a brooch to hold a scarf in place, but I think it's something that so many people aren't really wearing anymore. At least I don't really see them out and about. But it's such a fun way to do jewelry that feels, again, a little bit unexpected. It's all these little things that can feel both like huge concepts, but also just like these tiny details in outfits that you may not even consciously notice when you're looking at outfits and being like, oh, that outfit's really cool. And trying to like kind of dissect what is cool about it. I feel like so often it's that people are playing with contrast and dimension in what they're wearing. So those are all of my little tips on how to make 90s minimal inspired outfits that don't feel too boring, feel unique, and all that fun stuff. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, like please subscribe, because I want to see you next time. And if you want to see my day-to-day outfits, I try to put them over on my Instagram stories almost every day. But thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye.